Last book I'm going to do is Exterminators. Now, for those who know what this book is, it is an X-Men book, technically an X-Men book, with your favorite X-Men or the most useless X-Men, Dazzler, Jubilee, Boom Boom, with one cool one, Wolverine, Laura, and then basically fighting vampires.
That Wolverine.
That Wolverine, yeah, Laura Wolverine. It's all girl. It's a girl band, which I'm sure the anti-woke crowd hate this too because it's
Josie and the Pussycat.
all women. What? So yeah, let's get to it. All right, they're fighting vampires.
I thought there was a man in the White House. What the fuck?
Right. So the book starts off, like I said, they're killing vampires, stuff like that. Boo, you got Boom Boom, Jubilee, and you got Laura and Dazzler also fighting vampires, stuff like that. And they smell some of the vampires, stuff like that.
Yeah, check out Dazzler. Damn.
Check out the artwork. Yes, I'm reading this for the arts. So yes, for the
Was
plots.
this written by women? Was this written by?
Oh yeah, it was. It was written by women.
So
wasn't drawn by women.
Oh, so I'm not supposed to look then.
You're not supposed to look, but it's written by women. So
I'm
all the dialogue.
If I look.
Okay, because it's written by women. Because this next panel, I just want you to know, this next thing I'm about to say was written by a woman. So, because I think only a woman can write this next thing I'm about to say. So anyway, Jubilee is just blasting everywhere with her fireworks powers, and she accidentally tags Boom Boom with the powers. And Boom is like, "Hey, you shot me in the titty." She was like, "Well, them big ass things in the way. What you expect?" Oh, well, sound like you jealous. And Jubilee's just like, "Oh, really?" And punches in the titty. Just for that. She's like, "I told you they was too big and in the way." And that's she's just like, well, they must be big like Dazzler's ass. And that's when they cut back to the Quiet Council. And the Quiet Council has them all, handcuffed, and they just talking about Dazzle's ass the whole time. And Professor's like, will y'all please talk, get back to the subject of what y'all were doing there to begin with, And they basically rescuing aliens, and they were in outer space. They're going to say why they were in outer space. Let's just get to it, back to the main story. That's Dazzler's ex-boyfriend. He's on the phone with somebody, but we don't know who he's on the phone with until we get to the end of the book. So we're going to keep going from that. While he's on the phone, one of his captors and people they've been holding hostage basically zaps away like the evil doppelgangers they were fighting. So basically all they got to do is fight regular ass vampires now. So while they're fighting, it's like, okay, we just fight regular people. So they fight some more, stuff like that. And they fight some more vampires, kill some more vampires. And Dazzler realizes that there's a whole crowd outside that's watching everything they do. So yeah, so Dazzler realized, oh, my power is the more sound there is, the more I can convert sound to light. My powers get more powerful with light, the more sound there is. So since it's a sold out crowd outside, all I got to do is get this crowd worked up. So, and Boom Boom shoves a bomb in one of the vampires' throat, and makes it explode and shit, I guess, something like that. So, yeah, so Dazzler looks at the crowd and she just like, crowd, y'all enjoying this? Are you entertained? She's like, I can't hear you. And the crowd just going crazy. Cool. And then Dazzler just like, okay, so to get you really hyped up for my next trick, I need an assistant. And she grabs Boom Boom. And she's just like, okay, so I need your crowd to give me the most noise as possible. Because what I'm going to do is have Boom Boom strip tease for everybody. Only if you make the most noise you can possibly make. And Boom's just like, wait, what? She's like, yeah, strip for him. While looking at her titties, she like, do what we normally do. She's like, okay. So they need me to count down for it. So she's getting ready to count down. She's like 3 while she's stripping down. And Jubilee looking at Wolverine like, we normally don't act like this. She was like, no, y'all cool. It's cool. I like to see where this goes. And she's like 2 and then 3, but they don't show it because she makes it, her titties explode because that's exploding powers and shit like that. So meanwhile, the crowd sees her titties all and stuff like that, but it's just, explosions all over the place and the crowd just goes nuts. Crowd goes wild. Woo! Boom Boom's tits, Meanwhile, since the crowd is the loudest it has been the whole time, that means Dazzler is like over 9,000 right now.
She didn't like kill everybody with her tits?
No, she didn't kill anybody. She just exploded the room.
Well, then that
yeah.
sucks. She should have blew the crowd away.
Yeah, no, she didn't blow the crowd away with her tits. She didn't kill people with her tits.
Oh, because that would have been so deep
and
metaphorical about
the patriarchy.
Yes, and the male gaze.
Oh man! So basically, since Dazzler's so powered up from the crowd, staring at Boom Boom's tits, she can now explode the arena they're in right now, and they basically take off running and shit like that. So now they're exploding. and they run away from the crowd. Meanwhile, killing as many vampires as they can while they're doing that. And the only way they get away is that they explode like the ground underneath them. But Dazzler sees her ex-boyfriend, so she runs after ex-boyfriend. And while she's running after him, she runs into the dude that was captured and shit like that, the other alien. And they're just like, oh, you gotta protect me, you gotta, release me. Meanwhile, the other girls, they jump down because Wolverine smells the other captives there also. And doesn't realize you must have a nice collection there. And Professor like, oh, so that's how he got involved. And that's when we find out the real bad guy behind all this shit going on right now is, let's cut to the end. Oh, and her boyfriend's in cahoots also. Her boyfriend was tasked to kidnap them, and he was paid by Tanalia Taval, the Collector. And Tanalia Taval, the Collector, what he wanted, he's like, I wanted one Wolverine and one explodey light power girl. I didn't need 3 of them. So keep one of them, toss the other 2 out the window, out in space. The end. So, yeah. So, crazy book. It's not Dynamite Boys Image level, but for Marvel, they're pushing as far as they can go. You expect Marvel to go like that.
Yeah.
Why can't we get to the X-Men? Because Bryan Singer wrote this shit. He's not gonna write boom boom exploding tits.
Yeah, we need this.
Like Iceman exploding dick or some shit.
This needs to be the new X-Men movie.
This need to be. I'd watch this shit. Yeah, I'm almost mad I didn't read part 2 now because I want to know what happened in part 2 now, and I'm almost tempted to just buy this shit just to find out. But yeah, we do. I would watch an X-Men movie like this, but we know we're not going to get a Grindhouse type X-Men movie like this because it's kind of like Deadpool, but not really Deadpool, and it would actually make people like Dazzler, Jubilee, and Boom Boom for some reason. But here's the thing. Okay, even though it's written by a woman, this is technically the male gaze.
Yeah, unless she's gay too, then it's all right.
maybe I'm gonna do some research.
If a lesbian wrote this,
lesbian wrote this, and she just want to see a bunch of tits and ass and stuff like
that.
Then it's
woke. Then it's woke, and it's okay.
It's like anti-woke. It's like counter-woke. It's like like we're not allowed to look at it because it's written by a woman. But if a woman writes it so it can be made by guys, I think that's counter-woke. I don't know. Yeah. What is woke and what isn't woke? I don't know. I don't know anymore.
The word's lost all meaning these days.
Yeah, we don't even know what to like. We don't even know what to be mad at anymore. Like, should we be upset? Should we be mad? Should we be protesting this book, or should we just be standing ass and titties? I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I said,
I enjoyed it, so that means it's bad.
Right. You're not allowed to like this.
I'm not allowed to like this. Hey, we got to see She-Hulk twerk with Megan,
but we weren't supposed to like that. We were supposed to because. It was, but it's weird. It's different because when you frame it in the male gaze, I don't think the She-Hulk twerker was in the male gaze form. But when you watch it,
was funny. It was funny. I didn't whip it out to that scene. No,
right?
It was funny.
It's 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
You're right. We didn't do that.
Hey, I'm gonna watch She-Hulk in the bathroom.
Right. Turn the volume down.